So yeah, it's like that. But anyways, yeah, they're doing a new Sailor Moon, and I recommend everyone to check it out. And
Is this what station it's going to be on? Is it going to be on um,
um,
Cartoon Network or WB? What?
I have no clue yet. I mean, this first has it's well, first it's going to get made. It's going to get made in 2013. So by 2014, they'll probably want get a company's going to make a here in the U.S. is going to make a bid for it. We got Funimation, which I think is going to be the one who ultimately will get it. But there's also Viz Media, which could wind up getting it, which I hope they don't because Viz Media just Viz. I don't hate Viz, but at the same time they irritate me with a lot of their bullshit. We got Viz Media. Sentinel Filmworks would be an interesting one. If Sentinel Filmworks got Sailor Moon, I would definitely be curious to see how they dub that. Um, if ADV Films ever decides to get back, if they somehow break out of the bankruptcy and become a full anime company again, then maybe they can get it. But I highly doubt that. ADV went belly up. I mean, maybe if they somehow magically came back to life, then I could see them. Um, Potentially Bandai is another one. I mean, we could see Bandai try gunning for it but I don't know if they'll go for it. So, if anyone's gonna get though, I would say it'd be Funimation. And like I said before, if Sailor Moon does come, if they do bring it to the U.S. and Toonami is still around at this time, it probably will go on Toonami. It'll be known as Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon, though, is why I think they'll call it.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that Funimation's going to get it because whenever you hear about anime, it's always Funimation.
Yeah, I mean them. Like I said, the other Sinnoh Filmworks though is one I'm definitely watching very closely because they're actually very good at dubbing, surprisingly enough, and they really are an interesting company to see for later on down the road. But yeah, but it's just a wait and see right now to see where Sailor Moon's gonna go. I mean, to see how this is all gonna turn out. We've got a year before this is finished. I'll probably wind up watching it sub first just to see how it is, and I'm praying to God it's closer to the manga because the manga that for some reason the anime hated Tuxedo Mask. They did. The anime absolutely hated him, so I'll probably be giving this watching this one sub, but yeah.
Okay.
But
Guess we'll be going on to the next topic then.
yeah, sure. Actually, one more thing on this one. I wanted to
Okay.
bring up Uranus and Neptune aren't bitches in the manga. Well, they don't seem like they're complete and total bitches like they are in the anime. If you don't know what I'm talking about on this, go check out Anime America podcast. Robin, who did the Sailor Moon March Madness, she had a bitch count for Uranus and Neptune. A freaking bitch count. Manga,
Oh, yeah. You'll have to send me a link to that too.
I will. It's funny as hell. She has a fucking bitch count for them, and I'm like, manga, they're not that bad. But I've only read one manga of that so far. Those two where those two are in it, so I don't know how it's gonna pan out the end. But so far, the manga, they're not complete bitches. They're actually very nice. Yeah, at times they can be assholes, but they're much nicer in the manga. And yes, thank you God, Uranus is a freaking woman. And no, Uranus and Neptune are not cousins. They're actually lesbians. It,
Well, that was some interesting news. I had no idea.
well, no, okay. The reason, okay, when I was reading the manga first, when I started reading with Uranus and Neptune, Uranus, she was wearing, she looked like, she was looking like a guy, like really looking like a guy. Like you could not tell that was a girl at first. Like, well, what the hell? This looks like a guy. Is that Uranus? Shit, it is. Wait, I'm like, wait, is that? Then it's like, okay, no, 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 she's still a girl. Okay, thank you, God. Thank you, God, she's still a girl. They didn't try any bullshit with me.
Are you talking about the one with the blonde short hair?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, she looked like that. And yes, her and Neptune are lesbians in the manga, which I was so happy that in this new manga they had that. They didn't try bullshit that saying, oh well, they're cousins. Yeah, sure, they're cousins. Never mind that. Thank you, whoever censored that bullshit for the original Sailor Moon.
Huh. Who knew Sailor Moon had fan service?
Oh, the thing is okay. I'll bring
Well,
this.
it's not.
Well,
It's not quite.
the thing is, the original. You have you watched the Japanese version of Sailor Moon?
No, I haven't.
Okay. The English version was. It was Deke who did it. They're like four kids. They are like the four kid. They were like four kids before four kids was four kids. They were heavy on censorship.
Oh yeah, that was the one where I think that was the company that actually watched the Sailor Moon because after an episode would end, it would do the company logo and the voice. I mean, if you closed your eyes and listened to the announcement of the company, I swear it sounds like Dick, like they're saying Dick.
Yeah.
And I would literally laugh my ass off because they're not saying Dick at all, but it sounds that way.
Yeah, Deke fucked up so bad on Sailor Moon. This is not an exaggeration. They fucked up on this. It was a horrible what they did. They even did a. The opening was. I hated the way they handled the opening for Sailor Moon. That was poorly done. I also hated the whole at the end they would do this whole. I think it's Sailor Moon Says. They do a Sailor Moon Says thing. You must do
Oh,
this. You must do. It's like, what the fuck? I don't want to hear this. Doing damn next episode preview.
oh yeah, I know you're talking about where they would chop together like a little abridged version of what the episode is. Of, this character did this, and you shouldn't do this because that is wrong.
Yeah,
So, yeah. And then I
yeah,
guess they censored the transformations, right?
yeah. They were definitely censored there. There was a lot of stuff that was censored. This was like this was almost as bad as One Piece. The Four Kids dub of One Piece. How bad that got censored. This I would say was right up there.
Hmm.
Like in the anime, Chibiusa points a gun at Usagi. Points a gun right at her. They took that out in the Deke version. You know, that's kind of sad. This is the funny thing that bugs. I'm going off topic on this because, okay, I was watching a Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers episode earlier today.
Uh-huh.
This is Disney. This is in the 90s. The crooks pull out guns and start shooting at Dale. They start shooting at him.
Mm-hmm.
It's actual guns. They look like guns. They're not little fucking super soakers or toys. They're actual fucking guns. I'm like, they're actual guns. What the fuck? Disney is gonna fucking show guns, but those dipshits down for kids, or Deke ain't gonna show guns. Did I miss something in these fucking translations? What the fuck? It's like, what the hell? They're showing fucking guns, yet 4Kids doesn't want to show guns. Are they really that scared? Kids are that stupid? Oh, well, if kids see this, they'll want to use those real guns, and they want to use guns and start shooting people. Oh my god. I'm just blown away how stupid the fucking 4Kids thinks people are.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, this is a quick off topic with Disney, but you know how they had the future when they were doing it, that they presented to Disney, and Disney was like, "Well, no, we're not going to produce this. You know, we're not going to distribute it because you got the main character kissing his teenage mom. That's incest." But then fast forward to the early '90s with Blank Check, and you've got a woman in her 20s at the end of the film kissing a boy on the lips. I'm like, no. They'll say that about Back to the Future, but when it comes to a kids movie, white on the lips, a grown woman and a kid, no. I don't get it.
I don't. I just remember back in the 90s with kids' cartoons, they showed guns. Gargoyles had guns. Gargoyles had death. Now I'm talking about fucking gargoyles. Well, we're supposed to be talking other shit, but I'm talking about fucking gargoyles. Why not? Because I used to love that fucking show, but that show had fucking blood. That show had death. I mean, why the fuck do people? Why do people think that kids are fucking stupid? I just don't understand fucking people and their stupidity.
That's censorship for you. They go way above and beyond to doing that. It's like we gotta protect the kids, you know.
So, I hope everyone enjoyed our tirade on 4 Kids.
Yeah. Or at least Ash's tirade. I didn't even get into the 4 Kids.
Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah.
just think of
Going.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The manga is far superior to the anime.
I'm not surprised. That anime had a fuckload of problems.
Yeah. I don't even call it Joey Wheeler. I refer to him as his manga name, Jinoki.
Well, in the dub version, he has a Brooklyn accent.
Oh yeah, I did not. That was annoying. It's like, it's based in Tokyo. He's not from New York.
According to 4 Kids, Japan doesn't exist.
What?
That's their fucking logic for anything.
Oh my god, that's retarded.
Let, let's let me put you like this. There's a show called Tokyo Moo. They
Mhm.
changed the name to Moo Power.
Oh my god. Do I even want to know what Moo stands for?
I don't know, but I mean, it was funny as hell because the English version's absolute crap. It was take a guess one of the voice actors who's in it. You will not you will be stunned to find out who it is.
Uh, I'm drawing a blank.
Sean Schimmel.
Oh no, Sean! How could you? Please
Yeah.
tell me this was his early work.
I don't know, but it was he really you could just tell didn't give a shit about the role. He was just like there to get a paycheck, I would assume, because he sounded more like fucking Goku than actually trying to voice act. And I've actually heard him in Blue Gender. He did a different character, and he was actually good in that role. But here he's absolute crap. I was like, oh god, they fucked up his voice so bad. It all fucking happened.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. My little no, anyways. Into my little tirade on 4 Kids and their bullshit. And but Mantor, you wanted to bring up the Hobbit?
Oh yeah. Whew. Well, let's see. I do not. I know a little bit about it, but not a lot. Just that Peter Jackson is behind it, which is good because he did an amazing job with Lord of the Rings. And let's see. Ian McKellen is coming back as Gandalf. I don't really get how they're, the whole point of these, putting these other Lord of the Rings characters. And I know that like Wood's coming back for an itty bitty role as Frodo. I don't know if it's going to be in the first film or second film, but I get that they're probably doing that to appeal to the fans like Lord of the Rings, but as far as I'm aware of, Frodo didn't even. This is according to my interpretation. I don't know if I'm correct on this, but I don't think Frodo even showed up in the Hobbit. It was based. The whole story was Gandalf the Grey goes to the Shire, and he comes across Bilbo Baggins, and he talks him into going on this adventure, and then Bilbo stumbles across the One Ring and Gollum, and it was a pretty. I don't know if he came across the spider from the Return of the King, but the story seems pretty interesting. I mean, the one person that I'm actually looking forward to seeing in the film, I don't know what role he's playing. I think he's playing an elf. And I saw him from the UK version of Being Human, where his